This is Lisiabi, Lightning Lisiabi, and you're watching Boxing Domination.
I'm Frank Gugliani, and you're watching Boxing Domination.
It's Mohim for Boxing Domination, here with Deion Jumah, here at the BXR Boxing Gym ahead of his fight against former Commonwealth Champion Wadi Camacho. How are you, champ?
I'm good, thank you. Training's been going well. Got plenty of southpaw sparring in, just finished this training session right now. Been sparring with some decent lads, and yeah, just looking to continue on in the later stages of this camp.
Champ, I know since coming back to boxing, you've had 2 fights, and now this is
3 fights.
Well, 3 fights, and this is your, well, this is sort of like a step-up fight in the pro game, fighting a former Commonwealth champion in the likes of Wadi Camacho. How much do you know about Camacho?
All I know is what I've seen of him. I fought him in the amateurs. I got a stoppage victory against him it must be about 7-8 years ago. I've watched a couple fights he's had since then, and that's about it. Watched his last fight against Okolie, and yeah, be looking to take advantage of the gaps and the holes that I've seen in his defence and his style.
Talking about Okolie, have you fought Okolie in the amateurs?
No.
I mean, the other day when I was interviewing James Branch, do you know who that is?
Yeah, I've been sparring with James Branch a bit. Yeah.
I mean, what was it like to spar with someone like James Branch, knowing he's a slick southpaw?
Yeah, James is a good southpaw. James is a very young cruiserweight. But I just, James is good sparring. It's just, I spar anybody. I've been doing this for longer than a lot of people realise. I've been sparring like top fighters all over Europe, all over the UK from a young age. So any sparring is good sparring. I'll spar anyone.
Yeah. 11-0 with 6 knockouts as a professional boxer, getting trained under former boxer Gary Logan, who was a very, very good boxer in his prime. What's it like? What's the transition like to pro game compared to amateurs?
Well, they say amateur boxing is like a sprint and pro boxing is a marathon, and I definitely agree with that. So pro boxing, it's a lot more, you've got to be smarter, it's a lot more taking your time, it's a lot more thinking about your shots. It's a lot, you might be setting up a shot or a combination for a few rounds before you land it, and it's just a bit different in the amateurs where you only get 3 rounds and anything can happen. It's all very fast and explosive. So yeah, it's a totally different sport.
Champ, can you talk to me a bit about your early days of boxing? You know, maybe your amateurs, what club you boxed for, what was it like, what you've won, how many fights you've had here?
I've been fighting since, I've been actually competing since I was about 9 years old. Started karate at like 8, started kickboxing at like 12, went on to win titles at kickboxing through the juniors, all the way till I was 18 when I won a world title in senior kickboxing, and then I decided to turn my hand to boxing, as I'd always been a boxing fan, and I was just stuck in kickboxing because I was good at it. I happened to pick up an injury in kickboxing, so when I recovered from my injury, I thought that was the best time to transition into boxing, and I was a natural. It's something I've always watched from a young age. I used to be a big fan of Nigel Benn, used to watch him religiously. So yeah, I went in all guns blazing. I was used to competing at a high level, and so when I went into amateur boxing, which was only 3 rounds, and I was used to fighting things like 7 rounds, it was, I wouldn't say a step back, but it wasn't overwhelming for me, put it that way. So I turned my hand to boxing, had some amazing coaches. My kickboxing coach was amazing, Dennis Maycock, and then I went to meet Mickey Delaney, who George Groves introduced me to at Del Youth, and yeah, he just took me on to greater things.
Yeah, 11 fights into your career again. You've you've obviously sparred and fought some really good fighters over the years, including the amateurs and pros. Can you tell me a bit about who's been the hardest hitter you've actually ever faced during sparring?
During sparring?
Yeah.
Funnily enough, Joshua Buatsi hits hard. Joshua Buatsi hits hard. He's lighter than me. George Groves, another guy who's lighter than me, he hits hard. John Pablo Hernandez, I used to do a lot of sparring with him in Germany, he hits hard. Recently I went to spar Bradis in Latvia, who hits very hard. So yeah, they all hit hard, so you just got to avoid getting hit full stop, do you know what I mean?
Have you seen the fight with Bradis and Glowacki?
Yeah.
Have you seen the elbow?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that?
I think he's very lucky to get away with it.
Yeah.
But he got away with it, it's boxing.
Alexander Usyk is former undisputed cruiserweight champion. He's been out of the ring for fairly almost a year now, since he knocked out Tony Bellew at the O2 Arena, I think it was, at the Manchester Arena. He's coming back to box Hollister Camp. Do you know anything about the camp, and if you do, how do you see that fight going?
Takam's a good fighter. He caused problems for Joshua, right? And he caused a lot of problems for Chisora before Chisora stopped him. He's a solid fighter, but we're talking about levels here. Usyk is just a whole other level. I see Usyk playing with him, maybe stopping him late, just with that slick southpaw style, just walking him to left hand. And yeah, Usyk's another level. Usyk's pound for pound up there, top 5, 100%. We were talking about Usyk, right?
Yeah, I was talking about Usyk, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
There's a boxer that's in your weight division that's just won the Ultimate Boxer called Mikel Lawal.
Yeah.
Have you sparred him?
Yeah. I sparred Michael loads of times.
Okay.
Loads of times. When Michael was coming up in the amateurs, I wasn't boxing. I was out of boxing, and his people, Ali, and a lot of them guys down Stonebridge, they're good friends of mine, and they used to get me down there to spar him all the time. So yeah, I know Michael well.
Is that a fight that you would want to go through maybe sometime next year, knowing he's...
You know what? One day I'd like to fight Michael, but I want Okolie, I want Riakporhe, I want these guys. So I wish Michael the best. Like, I don't know if Michael likes me or not. We've actually had some arguments with me and Michael, but I see Michael as a friend. Do you know what I mean? So one day when the money's right, then maybe me and him will fight. But I've got my focus on some other guys right now.
I mean, I don't want you to look past Camacho, but if you get the win against Camacho, which most people in boxing usually will, it's, not too long ago I was at the State of Mind Fitness Gym in Hammersmith, where I've met a few people, and everyone was just telling me about how hard you hit. Apparently when you used to hit in the amateurs, they were actually telling me about a bit about when you fought Camacho actually. There was a man named Kevin Obo, you know who that is? He is cousins with Anthony Ogogo.
Okay.
He was telling me about, like, you know, you being quite a small cruiserweight, but you hit very hard, like a heavyweight. If you do get past Camacho, which I sort of believe you will, what's the next plan? Do you want to fight maybe Isaac Chamberlain if he's there, or what?
I want Okolie. I'm not concerned with Isaac Chamberlain, as he showed no concern with me when the fight got made with the board. So Chamberlain can go his route. He thinks he's a superstar or whatever. I want Okolie, Riakporhe, these guys. These are the big fights. I've got no respect for Chamberlain. Chamberlain's a coward. He needs to earn his right to fight me. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, because he did fight Okolie. Since Okolie, he's only actually had one fight, which was Luke Watkins. Luke Watkins is a fighter that's been named off a potential opponent for Mikel Lawal before he fought Isaac Chamberlain before Ultimate Boxing happened. Do you give it a shot with Luke Watkins if you was to get past Camacho?
If I was to get past Camacho, go for Luke Watkins.
Yeah.
It's going backwards.
Yeah.
If there's nothing else there on the table, then I'll fight. Yeah. But everybody knows what I want. And that's the direction I'm headed. So after this I'll have the English title and we'll see what's on the table, but I know the direction I'll be looking to go down.
We're back with Deion Jumah here at the BXR gym. Chap, talk to me a bit about your training camp. What's it been like? I saw you sparring today. For a pretty slick fight today. Both fighters were, dodging punches, throwing some good counter hooks. Tell me, what's your training camp?
We kind of know what to do, so I feel like a lot of our camps since I came back, so over 3 camps, we've had a lot of trial and error. A lot of making mistakes, knowing what's good for my body, what's bad for it, just knowing what works. And so therefore, we've been able to go full pelt with this camp, knowing exactly how to get what I want and how to go about doing it in a safe way. I've got a great strength and conditioning coach in Dan Lawrence, who is second to none. Definitely the best strength and conditioning coach I've ever had. The knowledge coming out of this guy's head is something else. Gary Logan, who I've known for such a long time, not just a coach, as a person. So this guy knows me, not just as a fighter. He knows what I'll be feeling, what I'll be thinking. And we've also got Harold Taki, who's our second, who's just a brilliant technical coach as well. So we've got everything covered. Obviously, the sparring, getting a lot of the southpaws we wanted, it wasn't easy at first because of this time in the summer where everyone's on holiday. But we've done well. We've used what we have very well, and we've got some very slick amateurs that we've been sparring, and yeah, it's good work.
I mean, you sparred with Dominic Felix that day, right?
Yeah.
Dominic Felix is someone who I've obviously interviewed the other day when he won his second professional fight. What was it like to spar someone like Dominic Felix, who is a super middleweight, I believe? Yeah.
Speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just works your speed. I know Dominic well. He's also a big super middleweight. So yeah, you don't always have to be. I don't feel like I always have to be sparring someone just as big as what he is. I actually feel like it works in my favour, sparring someone a bit smaller, a bit faster. I know how big Wadi is, and it's never been a problem to me fighting big cruiserweights. In fact, I find it easier fighting bigger men. I feel like my style is based around fighting bigger opponents, and it always has from the amateurs. So it works. It works for me.
Obviously, cruiserweight division is very open. All the world titles have been vacated less than a year ago by Alexander Usyk. After beating Camacho, what titles do you want to particularly go for? British title, Commonwealth title, or do you want to go straight?
Always British. Like, why would you go for the Commonwealth when you can go for the British? You know, the British is a prestigious title. I'm not saying the Commonwealth isn't, but I think everyone wants a British title. You know, once you get that British title, you are moving on to world levels, and that's what I want to do soon, like now.
Have you seen a fight with James Branch and Okolie in the amateurs?
No, I haven't. I heard Branch did him good.
Yeah.
I heard Branch did a proper job on him. Nice one, Branch.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you the last few questions. Yeah.
This is what a liar Okolie is, yeah. Last time I see Okolie, I told him I heard you don't like southpaws, and he goes, I've beaten every southpaw I've ever faced. The other day I was with James Branch, and James Branch apparently played with him in the amateurs. Whatever.
Okay, talking about one of your stablemates, Dean Richardson.
Yeah.
He's obviously a super welterweight, 10-0 for 7 knockouts, 70% knockout ratio. Not too long ago, I spoke about him as well to Ashley Tiope, who obviously now fights at super welter and middleweight. What's it like to train alongside of a prospect like Dean?
I've known Dean forever. I don't.
Okay, we're back. We're back again here with future world champion Deion Jumah, the Ghost Jumah. How are you, champ?
I'm well. Just finished a training session. We've tried to do this interview for a while now, but it's a bit too noisy in the last place we're in, so we've relocated. Hopefully we can get this done.
I'm just going to ask you a few quick questions, but before we get into this, do you want to do a quick rapid question, which I do with every single one of my interviews, yeah? Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. You have to give straight answers, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, Joshua Ruiz 2.
Joshua.
If Josh Kelly was to fight Conor Ben, who wins?
Kelly points. I think it'll be closer than people think.
Taylor Pursuit, or not, Taylor Cameron. Kay Taylor versus Chantel Cameron.
Kay Taylor.
Knockout.
Knockout or shutout.
Jumah versus Camacho.
Jumah stoppage.
What round?
I don't do that. No stoppage.
Okay. Prime Tyson versus Prime Ali.
Prime Ali would have played with him.
Fury Wilder 2.
Fury again. Close fight.
Points.
Points.
Ortiz Wilder.
Wilder. Stoppage.
Okay, we're going to be moving on to the smaller weights now. Carl Frampton v Kid Galahad.
Good fight. Frampton points. Close fight.
Riakporhe Okolie in a year time.
A year time. Hard to say. Now, I'd say Okolie points.
3 more to go. We'll do. Let's think of someone. Okay, who do I say? Dillian White versus AJ now. So like.
Good fight. AJ.
Knockout.
Yeah, late stoppage. I think Dylan's work rate's wicked in that, but he gets dropped late, doesn't he, in fights?
Yeah.
So, yeah, stoppage.
Spence Crawford.
Spence.
Pacquiao Crawford.
Crawford.
Okay, so that's a rapid questions done. We're going to be moving on to the last few quick questions. Other than boxing, what else do you do?
Other than boxing?
Yeah.
I box. Other than boxing, I box. Everything to do with boxing. My life revolves around boxing, and I've decided I'm going all in for the next, hopefully 5 years, if my body allows me to. So yeah, we're going all in.
Normally boxers have a massive problem with selling tickets. And a huge problem with selling tickets. Is that the case with you? Maybe at the start of your career?
Yeah, I think that's the case. That's been the case with me, definitely. I feel that's the case for a lot of fighters. But I've been using a company called Boxing BOS. You can add them on Instagram, and they've basically helped to promote me and sell and distribute all my tickets. So my ticket sales have gone up drastically. Not only that, that's Boxing BOS, guys. Give them a follow. Yeah.
Let's just zoom in, yeah? Boxing BOS.
Give them a follow. So not only that, so I'm not as focused on tickets as I was anymore.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is go in the DMs for Boxing BOS, ask him what he can do for you. He'll explain to you how it works, and literally it's worth it, guys. Just make sure you do it. Just query on it, and you'll be selling a lot more tickets with less work as well. So just do that.
Okay, Deion, can you give us, or give the people a quick message before we do go, and give a quick shout out for your team and your sponsors and people around you that's been there for you from the start?
Yeah, big thank you to my team at BXR. Also, Akira and Partners and ID.
What's that?
Akira and Partners are my sponsors.